And speaking of those pets, a very deadly disease for our dogs is going around the state. It's prompted some animal shelters across the state to shut down.
One of those shelters is here in East Texas, and our Jesus Martinez joins us in the studio. Jesus, what are pet owners should they keep in mind to keep them safe from this disease?
Hey there, well, something to look forward to are the symptoms. I spoke with the director of Kurth Memorial Animal Shelter in Lufkin, and they say the virus is something that can easily be recognized if you are properly informed.
It can be extremely deadly, especially in those dogs, again, that are not vaccinated.
Kurth Memorial Animal Shelter in Lufkin is closing its doors to protect other animals from getting exposed to the Canine Distemper Virus, or CDV.
Extremely dangerous and highly contagious, and that's why, that's why we closed the facility, just because we realize how important it is to not spread it or introduce it to any more animals. So
earlier this month, one dog tested positive for the virus.
We have since had 5 more confirmed cases. So at this point, we're still closed and continuing to monitor.
At this time, Ramsey suspects there could be 9 other dogs who could be infected as well.
At this point, has determined that it's a canine strain of the virus, meaning it's transmitted, from canine to canine to canine.
Some of the symptoms include watery or goopy discharge from the eyes, a progressing fever, nasal discharge, coughing, and vomiting. The virus then attacks the nervous system, where symptoms can include head tilts, circling to one side, and muscle twitching, just to name a few.
And it's fatal. It can be very fatal unless, an animal receives very significant treatment.
Now, the virus can spread either airborne or through shared bowls from canine to canine, as you mentioned. And the director of the shelter also stresses the importance of vaccinating your dogs. And you can find a full list of symptoms and other resources on our websites. Now, moving forward, Ramsey says it'll take at least 2 weeks or longer until the shelter opens up. He adds they are working closely with their own vets to make sure all the dogs are virus-free so they can continue operations.